What's up guys, Thomas here at Team Pharaoh. Coming to do a quick little video. Well, I say quick, but we'll get to that. As you guys can see, I've got a couple cards out here. I got 5 cards out. And somebody asked, posed a really good question to me. And the question was, how would you define the term broke in Yu-Gi-Oh? And I took some time and I thought about it, and I thought I'd share my answer with you. I've already shared my answer with him, but he'll see the video, and yeah. Um, The definition I gave him for the term broke in Yu-Gi-Oh! The best way to describe it to the best of a player's knowledge is broken. A card that is broken gives significant advantage to you with minimal to no cost and gives you so much advantage that your opponent has no chance coming back whatsoever. Now, as Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, um, people misuse lots of terms. And broken is like the most overused term all over the place. Like a guy top decks a Keyzon for 1800 points damage for a game. That's not broke. That's luck. You're playing a card game. There is luck based in this game. Now, something that comes off the top of my head that is broken is Spellbook of Judgment, and this is why I got hit. Because for every spellbook card you activate, you at the end of your turn get to search for one, and then equals the number of spellcasters for each card equals the less to the star amount. So let's say you activate 5 spellbook cards in a turn after you've already activated Spellbook Judgment. You search for 5 spellbooks and a monster. You have everything you ever need, ever. You have your excuse me, sorry. You have your next turn planned out. That that is broken. Yes, it does have the clause that you can only activate this card once per turn. But the reason this card is broken is because it gives you significant advantage, and your opponent has no way to has basically no way to respond. For sheer fact of, oh, hello Adobe. I don't want to. Yeah, thank you. Um, you get significant advantage. Why? You get significant advantage over your opponent, and your opponent basically has no way to answer that. Um, Another card that people think gives you significant advantage is something like Dark Hole. Now, people are like, top deck Dark Hole, so broke. Dark Hole is not broken for the fact of it's a spell speed 1, so you could counter trap it, you could dark bribe it, you can stop it. So, with that being said, yeah, if you don't have the ability to stop it, yeah, you're pretty much screwed. But that's not broken. Now, what lots of people were declaring is broken is Spellbook of Fate. Now, I can see where they get the idea that the card is technically broken. So yeah, Spellbook of Fate technically could be described as broken, but I'm going to go ahead and say no, it's not. For the fact of, they have to, okay, they activate Spellbook of Fate. Now, you can have a response to that, which is pretty sweet. You can respond to them so that they banish 3, they don't target anything. They say, "Do you have a response to this?" Because they don't target anything. You, do you have a do you have a response? You can then say, "Yes, I have a chain my lance, chain my whatever." Okay, that makes them have to think about a new target, but it doesn't technically target, so they have to pick a card. Now, the reason people say it's broken is because it doesn't target. It's spell speed 2, so it's pretty dang quick, and it doesn't target anything. So it can just be like overpass things like uh, dress. So if he activates Spellbook of Fate, he says you have a response. You say no. He goes, okay, I want to banish that card. You cannot chain dress. You can't chain lance. Doesn't matter because it doesn't target. So you have to activate when he says you have a response to it. So that's why that's not. I wouldn't declare that as broken. Um, Monster Reborn. I'm gonna go ahead and say this card um is broken for now, for the fact of uh you target one monster in either player's graveyard and you can special summon it. So, okay, your opponent summoned a whole bunch of monsters, used Arcall, you activate Monster Board, and you summon. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm yawning a lot. And you get to summon it for pretty much no cost. And it's normally going to be a heavy beat stick monster, and it's just going to ram over your opponent and just beat them to death. All right. Now, if they ever took Monster Ball off the ban list, I could foresee them saying rewording it to saying target one monster in your graveyard and special summon that monster. That would make it balanced. I think that would make that card fair, and I think that would make it relatively legal for us to play it at one. I think that would make that card significantly more balanced and less, quote, broke. But as it stands right now, with the wording and the text, it says Monster Bone is technically broke. So, yeah, I've mentioned two cards right now. These two right here, Judgment and Monster Born. I would go ahead and go out on a limb and say that both those cards are broken. And go ahead and say that, yeah, if you don't agree, then go ahead and read up on them, see what they actually do. I mean, Monster Born is pretty self-explanatory, but Spellbook of Judgment, you may not see it's not as broken. Go play Spellbooks, you'll find out why it's, quote, broken. Now, a lot of things that people think are broken are the Dragon Rulers. I just have Title up here because I like Title. You could have any of them with them. But once the baby dragons got banned to zero, well, banned to zero, obviously, but since the baby dragons are banned, I don't see this thing as broken. Okay, just hear me out before you say anything and try to, like, kill me through the internet with your pitchforks. Put your pitchforks down. Okay, each one has the effect of banish two to summon this monster. Okay? Banish two dragons or two water type, or in any fashion. Okay? Cool. You can do that from the hand or the graveyard. It's not bad. I like that. They each have their own individual effects where you pitch the dragon and that another water, fire, earth, or wind to the graveyard. They have their own effect. Cool. When they're banished, they can search for a water type, a fire type, an earth type, a type dragon, or a water, or whatever it is specific. That's pretty sweet. I don't see these as broken. Now, when we get into the fact of like the babies, I think in conjunction together they become broken. I think if you have a title and a stream both together, they become broken. I don't think the title by itself is broken. I don't think the stream by itself is broken. I think when together they're really, really good and they become broken. So, Dragon Rulers in their prime when it was three of each big guy, two of each little guy, and you just Sacred Swords, banished one, search, draw two. Like, that shit was too good. Like, that shit was really too good. Now, in my opinion, they could have brought down all the big dragons down to one and brought back the babies to one, and I think that would have been completely fair because they don't have an infinite amount of like banished targets and graveyard targets to be able to banish. Um, so I think that is a way they could like if they wanted to bring back the baby dragons, they could do it that way. They could make them all at one and keep the big boys at one. I think that'd be perfectly fine. But as it stands, E-Dragons, by themselves, the big boys, are not broken. They are relatively annoying. Yes, I understand. People are going to make, whatever variant of dragons they're going to make, blue eyes or plants or whatever, plant secrets, but they are not broken. Now, in conjunction together, they're really, really, really stupid. Really, really stupid. Um, what else? If you guys have any opinions on this, go ahead and leave it in the description or leave it in the comments below. Um, and if you guys have any ideas of what cards you guys think is broken, put it in there too, and I will consider it, and we will probably discuss on the next video. I'm going to try to wrap this up really quickly. And I'm going to start doing a lot more stuff on this channel. I know I've been uploading at least a video a week, but I don't think that's enough. I think that since we are growing, we need to start doing more, and our subscribers probably like that. A little more content might be helpful, right, guys? But I don't know what you guys like if you guys don't tell me. So you guys want more of this stuff, like what's broke, what's not, my ideas, learn how to trade something, learn how to make money on this game. Well, okay, I make some money on this game, but I'm not the best at it. But I make my fair share. Like what packs to buy. Um, you guys let me know, and I will go ahead and try to give that to you the best way I can. But yep, as always, guys, take it easy and happy dueling. Good night.